family and friends. Today I'm going to be making a big pot of homemade vegetable beef soup. This is for my son and his wife and their 4 boys. They're all sick. They have some kind of cold virus. They're running fevers, but they asked for my homemade vegetable beef soup. So I'm going to be making a big pot of that, and I thought I'd bring you along. It's so nutritious, and it just fills you up, and it's just a really good soup to have when you're sick. And I'm also going to bake them a big loaf of homemade bread. So I'll show you all the steps that I'm going to be doing today. You're going to need, these are the ingredients, and of course it's so wonderful to have a fully stocked pantry in your home, because I didn't have to go to the store at all. I pulled out some stew beef meat from the freezer, and I'm going to be cutting this up into smaller chunks. I've got bone broth that I made using beef bones, and I've got a video on that. I'll link that below. This is so full of minerals and nutrients that you need, especially when you're sick. So I'm going to put that in there. I've got my homemade tomatoes, stewed tomatoes right from the backyard. I'll add a quart of that, some corn that I canned this year. I've been dehydrating frozen baby lima beans to make room in my freezer. So I'm going to add a cup of these to the recipe. And of course green beans. Those were from my backyard garden out of the freezer. And you're going to need potatoes and carrots and some onion. So let's get started. We're going to cut this meat up into smaller pieces and brown it, and we'll start getting our vegetable beef stew soup on the stove ready to go. So stay with me. This is my new bread machine, and I absolutely love it. And the ingredients for this double cheese bread come from this wonderful book, and I'll leave a link below where you can find this on Amazon, the No Fuss Bread Machine Cookbook. I have thoroughly enjoyed this book, and it just calls for bread flour, milk, whole milk at 80 degrees. I've got Parmesan and shredded cheddar, yeast, sugar, salt, and you just dump everything in there. You don't get your hands messy. It's just a wonderful thing. So thanks Robbie Lynn over at Homesteading Pastor for recommending this model. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But I'm just going to toss all of these bread ingredients into the machine before I start cooking the soup, and then they'll have a nice hearty bread to eat with the soup. Again, I'll leave a link below for that cookbook. And if you have a bread machine, I highly recommend that cookbook. So the beauty of this is you just put everything in order that the recipe says, and then you just close the lid, set your crust, set your basic bread. It needs it. It does everything for you. And that's what I love about this bread machine. So now I can move on to making the vegetable beef soup. And so I just take my stew beef meat and I'm cutting it into smaller bite-sized pieces. Now my homemade vegetable beef soup is more like a stew. It's kind of a stoop. I like it chunky, and I like it with big chunks of meat and vegetables. Now I'm just browning the onion and the flour-coated pieces of meat. This is the way my mom and my grandma did it, so this is the way I'm doing it. My quart of bone broth is in there in a big steel pot. Now I'm adding in a quart of the stewed tomatoes. And I'm going to give that a stir, and then just add in the browned floured bits of meat and onions. Just going to give that a stir, and I usually let this simmer for about 15 minutes, and then I'll start adding in the vegetables. So the first thing that goes in is the dehydrated baby lima beans, and then I'm going to be adding in the potatoes and carrots. Now you can see that I like it big and chunky. That's how I like my soup. So I'm just adding that to the pot and going to stir it again, and the whole time I've got this kind of on a medium-high heat. And now I look at it and I've decided I really need to add 1 more quart of beef broth. And then I'm pouring in that pint of corn that I put up this summer. You can use canned corn or frozen, whatever you have. Then I'm going to be adding in those green beans last. Give everything a stir, and then I'm going to bring the heat back up, bring it to a boil, and then cut the heat down once it's gotten to a boil, and then just put the lid on it and let it simmer. And I kind of let mine simmer on low for about 2 hours. You can see all that goodness in this pot. Now I do salt and pepper it, and I also put in some nutritional yeast flakes to make it even more healthy. So let's think of some other ways that you can stock your pantry to make sure you've got enough food to cover any illness, sickness, and then you don't have to go out to the store. You know, in our past, when things shut down, we couldn't get out and get to the store. And I was sick the whole month of January with the cold virus, and fortunately I had a really good stocked pantry, and we didn't have to go out. We didn't have to have people bring us meals. So just make sure to, while you can, go ahead and get your pantry stocked. Here's just a few ideas. Get you a case of ginger ale and put that in the pantry, because there are many times when you're nauseous or your kids are sick and they've got to get some fluids in them. Ginger ale is like the best thing. So make sure you put up a case of ginger ale. If you want to do chicken noodle soup, make sure that you can, of course, buy cans of chicken noodle soup, or you can have some egg noodles and some chicken on hand and some chicken stock. I make my own chicken stock, so I've got plenty of that in the freezer. Or if you just don't have time to do all that, go grab some of these chicken flavored soup mixes and add your own broth to it. Those are great to have in the pantry. Now, as far as soup, I just can't believe how much soup is. $2.19 for 1 can of soup. That's crazy. I have recently, in the last 2 weeks, found a deal on Amazon where I could get a whole case of chicken noodle soup for $11.98. So that's less than $1 a can. So check Amazon, check other places where you might can buy it in bulk instead of paying over $2 for a can. But stock up on soups: tomato, vegetable beef, chicken noodle. Those are all good to have in the pantry if you are sick and your family needs to cook for you. And then, of course, fruit, canned fruit, applesauce. You remember the brat diet when our kids were little? The doctor would say banana, rice, applesauce, and toast. So get applesauce. I'm going to be making quite a bit of applesauce this fall, but put that in your pantry. You can buy jars of applesauce really cheap. And then I've got mandarin oranges, full of vitamin C. So just think of the things that are in your diet that provide good nutrients like vitamin C, things that help the stomach, and I'll make a list of the different things that I've got in my pantry for an emergency, and I'll put that in the description box below. Maybe that will help you. But just make sure that you've stocked lots of bouillon. I've got beef, chicken, and ham bouillon in all different kinds. So just make sure you're stocked so that you don't have to run out to the store. Make sure you've got things to make bread, crackers. Keep crackers on hand. That is great for upset tummies, just some saltines. So stock up on those. So I'll leave in the description box below, I will leave a list of recommended things that you can just print that list off and go to the grocery store and get. And I'll also leave a link on how to make that bone broth. You can buy big soup bones at the grocery store, and the beef bones are really good, and you can make your own nutritious bone broth, and I'll leave a link to that video below. So I hope this helps, and hope this gets you thinking about different things that you need to have on hand in case you or someone in your family gets sick, and that you can make immediately for them to have so that they don't get worse. So hopefully this helps. Let me know in the comments below what you think and what you've got stocked for any kind of illness or something that could come up that would keep you from being able to get to the store. Alright, the vegetable beef soup is done. I've let it simmer on low for about 2 hours and everything's done. So I'm going to ladle this out into a bowl and get it right over to my son's house so that they can start eating this nutritious soup loaded with good vitamins, minerals, fresh vegetables, and of course fresh is always the way to go when you're having soup. And along with the soup, the homemade cheese bread turned out great. So I took both of these over to their house, along with some popsicles, cans of chicken noodle soup for the kids, crackers, ginger ale, everything that they need to help them to feel better real quick. So make sure that you check the description box for my list of pantry staples to stock for sickness or illness. And I hope this really helps someone. Please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, have a very blessed day.